Yesterday, I took Mass Furnace into Legend League, and haven't gotten any attacks in yet today, but I went 320 and ended up at 5,900 trophies, and I swagged my Royal Champion 3 times. And there was really only one raid yesterday where I was nervous at all, and it's because my Warden died pretty early on in the raid. I still got a decent fireball. But I want to show you guys, this is going to be more of a tutorial type video to show you guys how you can use the new furnace. I've found a couple of really good combinations between heroes, sieges, pets, troops, and things like that in order to allow this furnace to get some really, really insane value. And so I'll start that off by showing you a hit that I did in war. And just to show you guys kind of the potential of the attack, if you can sit down and plan it out just a little bit. So let me go ahead. I actually might be on the wrong account in the wrong clan. So let me switch over. I'll get into the war and we'll show the replay. All right, this is the base that I hit in war. And I picked this base specifically because I knew I could get some flame flinger value somewhere. By the way, that's why there's a handful of rocket balloons in this army, is to snipe mortars or ground expos that are kind of on the edge, to allow you to be able to use a flame flinger. But even if you can't get away with using one at the start, you can always set one down later on after the fireball or whatever. So I'm just going to put a flame flinger here. I'll just actually push start on this attack. And then after 10 or 15, 20 seconds, whatever it is, after the flame flinger, and I'm looking for Teslas or traps or anything with that archer, I will put a furnace behind it. You might think to yourself, 18 housing space seems like a lot for a troop that's just going to clean things up. But let's compare that to like a super barbarian or minion or a baby dragon or things like that. Oh, I also have the, I will pause it here for a second because I do want to explain the synergy between the warden and that too. You'll see the furnaces, they will oftentimes, after a flame flinger or the warden with the angry jelly, they'll get 7, 8, 9 buildings, sometimes not defenses, but buildings. There's no way you'll ever get that with a baby dragon or a super barbarian. Plus, there's no risk to having the troop die to traps if you put it off the side of the map, right? Like a barbarian, you could put it right into a spring trap, black mine for a baby dragon, a whole bunch of other things like that. So it's a safe way to clear a whole bunch of buildings. You have to be able to use it correctly in order to get that value with it. So I do have the flame flinger on one side. I do have the angry jelly on the other side with a furnace behind him too, because the synergy there, right? You have something that targets defenses ahead of the furnace to allow the furnace to clear as many defenses or buildings as possible, not defenses. I keep saying defenses. At this point, I'm just going to invis after this goes down and the angry jelly wears off so that I can launch my fireball, which was a sick fireball, by the way. Another reason I picked this base. You don't always get this kind of value with a flame flinger and a fireball in Legend League, but obviously if you go 320 and you swag your Royal Champion 3 times, you don't need to. We're just going to continue to let this go on. One really underrated thing that I don't think people associate with this furnace is actually the tanking ability that it provides for your heroes as well. You'll see, I'll put 2 of them onto the side over to the right. Well, 3. And then I put my heroes there. These little mites will almost act like maybe not as good skeleton spells, right? They do kind of run ahead and they will tank a little bit. They also do draw Teslas and traps and other things too, so it will help you kind of get a good idea of where things are. My warden's still kind of going crazy in the middle here. At this point, he's in the middle of the base, which is less than ideal because I am running out of spells. I probably should have not had a 3rd earthquake and had another freeze or an invis, and I could have kept my warden alive. But yeah, right here when this rage tower pops, the warden will go down. But if you looked at the time at the start of this video, there was about 30 seconds left in this attack. But I want you to pay attention to how this attack ended because you'll see, look at all the little mites running around all the base. Flame Flinger is still active and going. So really nuts. Yeah, we're going to swag the Royal Champion, 2 furnaces, a spell, a super wall breaker, and we really didn't even need the CC troops, I don't think, for this raid. So if you're looking at it, the Flame Flinger and the furnace dealt with like that entire part of the base. The Warden and a furnace dealt with like this entire part of the base. The Warden, the Flame Flinger, and the furnaces have some insane synergy that leads to some crazy potential that you can get as far as clearing the base. Had I put my Royal Champion down and used the rest of the spells and things, I probably could have kept the Warden alive. I probably would have shaved off another 30 seconds on this attack and finished it in about 2 minutes. it really speeds the attack up a lot too, because you're clearing a lot of the trash buildings, as well as some defenses. They'll clear mortars and wizard towers and the point defenses really easily. And as long as one of those fire mites lands on a building, you're guaranteed about 1,500 damage on that building. It might get healed up from a builder hub, but that damage will happen. So with that introduction out of the way, let me go ahead and break the attack down start to finish and kind of show you guys what you're looking for, how to take advantage of the furnace all the way, and we'll dive right in. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at this attack. You can see there's still 30 seconds left in the raid, but I swagged some stuff this raid too, so you could speed it up even more if you wanted to. This is probably going to be the finalized version of the army, 9 rocket loons and 7 furnaces. Obviously, there's synergy between the rocket loons and the furnaces, right? Anything that targets defenses is going to work well with a furnace, which is why the Royal Champion with the rocket spear and the Seeking Shield works really well with the furnace, which you'll see introduced into this raid. So we know that the Flame Flinger, right, gets insane value, and the furnace behind it gets insane value. So I'll give you tip number 1 for the furnaces and stuff. If you're going to put your Flame Flinger, I use rocket loons to take out these 2 mortars here, and I'm going to put an archer here to make sure there's no Teslas or skeleton traps or anything. Don't put a furnace down until this ricochet cannon dies. Sometimes if you put it down, a mite will sit right here or jump in the air, and the ricochet cannon will hit that, and it will bounce and hit your Flame Flinger. So wait till that ricochet cannon goes down. So if you're ever having a Flame Flinger near a ricochet cannon at all, just don't put a furnace down until the ricochet cannon itself goes down, and then you are good to go. So that's tip number 1. Tip number 2, I'm just going to have the Warden. This is very, very similar to like the Rocket Loon Fireball attack, just with a few little changes. You're looking for ways to use a Flame Flinger with this attack. Any justification, even if it's 2 or 3 buildings, that's enough for the Flame Flinger to allow the furnace to get a ton of value, right? I'm going to use my 3rd Earthquake, which is how I used the attack yesterday, right here. And I'm going to use my Royal Champion to just snipe all these buildings. She doesn't actually get a ton of value. She gets, I think, just these 4 defenses, but that allows a furnace to clear all the rest of this. So basically, a Royal Champion and 18 housing space take like this entire part of the base out, which is, that's good enough value, because that's also going to funnel my Warden and keep him from walking around the Town Hall, and he'll deal with the Town Hall first. Let's just go ahead and watch the replay, and I'll kind of explain this as we go on. I know that it's very similar to Rocket Loon Fireball, so if you're familiar with that, you'll pick this up in no time. So again, Flame Flinger here. I'm not going to worry about putting a furnace behind it because I don't want the ricochet cannon to hit it. I'm going to put a furnace over here with my Warden, though. That I will do to allow the furnace to just clear all these trash buildings. And again, 18 housing space to clear. We'll actually keep an eye. We'll look at this afterwards and just see how many buildings this thing clears, because it's probably like 8 or 9 buildings. So that's absolutely worth it. And then the Warden doesn't have to sit and clear trash buildings as he's waiting to move on to the next part of the base. Yeah, so I freeze the Queen and the ricochet cannon here. Always a good idea. I just decide to rage so that we get there faster, or get through these defenses faster. And as soon as my Warden targets this fire spitter, that's what I'm going to use my fireball, because I just don't want the clan castle to wreck my Warden, right, or freeze him up or whatever. I don't even actually know what was in the clan castle other than those archers. I put another furnace down right here just to clear these trash buildings while my Warden's working his way that way. This is where I'm going to start using the Royal Champion with the Earthquake over there. And yeah, look at all the buildings that furnace is helping get over there. Then we'll put a furnace behind the Royal Champion. Obviously, anything that targets defenses, right, just put a furnace behind them. They'll clear the trash buildings. And this is where I'm going to, oh, by the way, I also sniped this mortar with a couple of extra rocket loons and put a furnace here so that it cleared these buildings, because I wanted to put my King and Queen this way and 𝗖𝗛 them. So this is another really, really good use for the furnace, right? You just, a couple of rocket loons and you set a fantastic funnel for your 𝗖𝗛. There's literally nowhere they could go but right where they want them to right now. Like, that's just the perfect funnel set by that furnace. So let's go ahead and push play. I'm just going to use my poison spell on the king here, because I felt like I waited too long and a headhunter wouldn't get there in time. This furnace over here, you might think that it's kind of wasted by the expo, but it's still jumping onto those buildings, right? That flame fling is still going nuts. My king and queen literally just, they're going to go. And I'm going to use my spiky ball and earthquake boots kind of early on this attack just to help clear these Teslas really easily so that they don't get wrecked. But yeah, you can see we did use the Royal Champion and she didn't get a ton of value, but I'm going to swag. I think I might use 1 or 2 invisibility spells to keep my Warden alive versus the Minion Prince, but we're going to swag the rest of the stuff here. A few rocket balloons. We had a bunch of time left. Probably could have swagged more spells if I wanted to, but I do want to keep my Warden alive. But this is, I'm telling you guys, this is a little bit easier than Rocket Loon Fireball, which is considered to be the most difficult attack in the game. But if you are up for it, this is a fantastic strategy. It was crushing bases in Legend League yesterday for me. So I think this is a good finalized version of the army. I'll do a couple of live hits, but to avoid this video being super long, I probably won't show them all today. But yeah, welcome to the furnaces. They're insane if you know how to use them well. All right, let's do some live hits. Since I took a long time explaining those, I probably won't show all of them today, but we'll get enough into where you guys get a good hang of this. Let's dive in. All right, we want to fireball that new defense, I think. Where can I get value with my Flame Flinger, though, is the question. I'll probably put the Flame Flinger down after I launch my Fireball. Perfect. Okay, you know what? I'm glad there's Teslas there. That will help slow me down just a tiny bit. That way I don't rush through this whole first part of the attack. And one Ricochet Cannon, you don't need to rage or anything. So I'm just going to let the Warden do his thing and not waste any spells. Put one more Coco Loon so that I don't have to... Okay, you know what? Maybe we will... we'll freeze instead of rage, because that's saving me a spell space, if that makes sense. Okay, Angry Jelly wears off. I don't think I need to do anything about an E-Titan. I don't think that they do that much damage, right? Okay, we put our Flame Flinger over there. That should go nuts in that direction. And then I need to worry about where I'm going to put my heroes now. You know what, let's just... I'm going to put that there just to force my Warden to the inside of the base a little bit. Ooh. Yeah, those do a lot of damage. Goodness. Put another Coco Loon down. Just focusing on keeping my Warden alive right now. Alright, we're putting our little Sui down over there. Full wall break for the king. We're going to put the Royal Champion over there just so that she... Ooh. We'll poison the queen. I want to make sure that this town hall goes down for sure. We'll put another thing here. And this one should be crushed. I'll put some headhunters down for this king. I was probably late and they get wrecked by that anyway. And okay, let's pop the queen ability. One of my healers might get wrecked by this. Don't target my real queen, please. Thank you. Okay, we'll get that Ricochet Cannon down. I think we're good. Flame Flinger's still up. Okay. Hey, will you please get the king out of the way? Thank you. All right. We're good. This one, maybe not crushed, but I mean, a pretty comfortable look. I've still got a Flame Flinger that hasn't even opened up yet. We got plenty of time. A bunch of those little fire mites traveling across the base. Honestly, just let that Flame Flinger... I'll keep those troops for next time. But yeah, that's one thing you can do with the Flame Flinger, right? Look for an excuse to use the Flame Flinger. As soon as you launch your Fireball and that Ground Expo's gone, I'm just going to send it off in that direction and you put a furnace behind it. All right, let's go ahead and go into the next attack. Ooh, new defense here seems really good. Where can I get value with a Flame Flinger anywhere? The heroes kind of stop it. You know what? No, we can get some like right here. Let's look for a Tesla. Okay, we found one. Okay, let's just worry about fireballing that new defense. If I need to launch my fireball a little bit early, that's fine. We're gonna freeze this minion prince. Oh, I might draw the CC with that minion or that headhunter that I just put down. Oh no, the headhunter dies. That's actually really sick. Okay, let's rage. I just don't want the to risk the warden going down. Okay, as soon as he's targeting that new defense. Oh, I drew the CC. No way. That sucks. Well, at least we don't really. Hey, warden, what are you? Brain dead? Okay, get out of here. Nope, he's gonna target my healers, huh? Dude, this super dragon is absolutely wrecking me. Okay, I think we're done with the super dragon. Okay, well that's okay if that's that goes down now. My gosh. Wait, it's still wrecking me? Dude, get that super dragon. I've never had so many issues from a super dragon in my life. I don't have any spells left to keep my warden alive, so we're hoping that the royal champion can really hard carry us the rest of this raid. And actually, we're dealing with this really well. Fire Spitter kind of sucks, but royal champion's still very healthy. Let's pop the queen ability now. We've got a bunch of time left. Fire Spitter should go down here in a second. Yeah, we've got, well, 3 of our 4 heroes alive. We've got a bunch of little mites traveling across the base. Okay, perfect. A little scary with that super dragon. I should have earthquaked before I launched my fireball. That way the CC went down and then I moved forward instead of the other way around. That order of things that I did it would have changed the outlook of that raid a lot. Man, being able to just raid back to back is so sick. Does anybody know, does that like CC reduction time thing, like requesting, does that continue? Are they going to add that to every gold pass? Because that's sick if they do. Okay, where do we want to put our warden here? I really think that I get more value fireballing the raged up area, but man, that's scary. Okay, let's look for flame flinger value first, maybe. Man, there's really not. This might have to be a map where well, let's find out. Never mind, I lied. I'm gonna put 1 archer just for ground skeleton traps. Okay, I know that the flame flinger won't live forever, but that's good enough for me. We're gonna try just anything that will get that rage tower. Any of the infernos, any of that stuff will be fine with me. So I'm not really too picky on what I end up getting. Holy cow. Let's, yeah, we'll freeze you guys. A freeze is worth less spell space than a rage, so I like to freeze if I can and then use a rage, save a rage for later. And there's no single inferno, so a rage isn't as needed. We're gonna deal with this king so easily. Oh, that's actually insane. I think that's, yeah, we take that. Oh, nice. This is gonna be... Okay, let's rage the... Whoa, my gosh, I wasn't expecting that much damage. We're probably going to gut the core, and then we'll have the royal champion go and deal with the town hall, or gut the edges and have the royal champion dive in and deal with the core, maybe. That's what I'm thinking. We'll put another furnace. I have 1 more furnace, so let's actually pop this. We're going to poison this minion prince, because he's going to wreck me if I don't. Oh, that maybe was a mistake. Okay, there's just ice golems, so not bad. Oh, we get the headhunter too, which is really nice. Yeah, let's go ahead and just earthquake over there, and we'll have the royal champion go deal with the... We're gonna have these mites help the warden and keep him alive. That's why I put that the way I did. Okay, holy cow. Royal champion absolutely needs to get the town hall here. Oh, I didn't use the rocket spear? What am I thinking? That probably would help. Okay, we're good. How much time do we have? We got some furnaces too that will help clean up, by the way, so not overly worried about time right now. We'll put the headhunters down now because I think that that's probably going to be... We'll just rage the royal champion. She'll help deal with that stuff. Oh, or not. Well, something will use the rage. Okay, well, those go down to the mites. All right, here we go. We're just going to clean up the last of this base and then call it good. Well, this one's a little close, too. So if I'd used my Rocket Spear at the start, my Royal Champion would have been much healthier, which I thought I did, but maybe I just didn't click it. Obviously, I didn't click it. But all right, we got it. Still, I mean, for Rocket Moon Fireball, 15 seconds left. I'm not stressing about time, right? Like if that's what I end on. So we're good. All right, let's dive into the next hit. Flameflinger very bottom gets good enough value for me. I might actually put one wall breaker there so that it goes in and gets that multi-inferno and then dies. Let's make sure there's no traps or anything. Yeah, I think I will do that. One wall break. That way the Flameflinger can go inside a little bit. And then we'll put a furnace by you. And then I just want to fireball any of those raged areas. I'm going to hurry and put a couple of rocket moons there just to make my wardens stay down. We'll put a furnace down over there too to clear the trash buildings. Oh, I need to keep an eye on the queen. I didn't realize the queen was like right there. Okay. Okay. We deal with her really easily. I'll probably have to rage here. Ooh, yeah. Okay. We're good. If I can get the rage tower, that's great. That will get the CC. So that's my goal. But if that's obviously really difficult, my Angry Jelly might wear off too late. Okay, there we go. Okay, we get the CC, but it was a little bit messy. Ooh, Warden. I want that Flameflinger to live a little bit longer. Okay, we'll put one Headhunter down. Maybe we can get the Queen with or King with that. Okay, let's put a Skeleton Spell down here because I think my Warden's going to head in this direction. And there goes the Flameflinger. My aggro onto the okay, that wall breaker makes it, which was very important because that was my only wall breaker. We're going to rage these guys. I'm going to have to pop my Earthquake Boots a little bit early too. Warden, please. Warden, what are you doing? Please live. Okay, we're going to have the Royal Champion work with the Warden now. Do I have like no healers left or what happened there? I'm not really sure what happened to my healing ability. Well, this one's pretty crushed though. I think that the Royal Champion should be able to definitely carry the rest of this. We've got 2 furnaces that we just barely put down. Got a poison that I don't even really need. Well, if I say that, this Royal Champion really needs to put in some work. Yeah, look how many freaking fire mites are traveling around the base. Yeah, this one's good. We just need to get this multi-inferno down, I think, and then we're fine. Wow, look at that. The mites actually do a decent amount of damage if they can land on the thing, right? So this one's good. They've been a little bit closer today than they were yesterday, but we're still crushing it. Being able to just raid back to back is going to make me making videos so much easier. See, the CC really doesn't make sense to fireball here. But like, we're going to put the Warden down first. I don't think I need to rage or freeze or do anything. This is... What? Warden! What was that? I don't understand what I'm seeing, what I just witnessed. Well, I truly don't understand what I just saw there. Why did he aggro to them then? We're going to just have to pop this. Okay, I need to just make sure that my Royal Champion can get the Town Hall because I didn't open up the walls that I needed to. Gonna have to open up some walls. Really, really want to keep my healers alive. That's like really important. Okay, clear those defenses. Perfect. I just want to keep my healers alive, please. Thank you. God, the town hall wrecked me. Where's my royal champion heading? Do my healers live? I can't believe that the warden... That makes no sense. That really makes no sense that he just latched onto the enemy hero there. I don't know if I've ever seen him just randomly do that without the hero aggroing to him first. I was not expecting that. Ah, that really sucks. Well, we definitely die here. Man, I can't believe that. What the heck? I'm going to watch that again. That's crazy. See, look, he's attacking the ricochet can. Oh, no, he did switch to the royal champion, but I just didn't notice. Okay. I don't know why I used an earthquake there because everything went down anyway. Ah, dang it. There goes my day. All right, let's go. Okay, we're just going to fireball the new defense. We're going to hope that the warden takes his sweet time making it there too. Let's see if we can find some flame finger value really quickly. Dang, those heroes kind of ruin it. You know what? Not ruin it enough though. Can I get that down? Okay, there's a ricochet cannon there, so I don't want to use the furnace just yet. Okay, Warden, take your time. Take your sweet time making through these mortars and things. We're fireballing when we're hitting that new defense no matter what, so... I'll invis the Warden when I launch my fireball too, probably, to make it so that I don't... Damn. Oh, that is such a sick fireball. That's insane. Okay, we're happy with that. I'm going to put... Oh, did I put 2? I did put 2 furnaces. Whoops. My bad. I only got 3 left. Okay, what direction? We're going left. Not anything scary for a little bit, so I'm going to focus on what I'm going to do to get my heroes to get some value really quickly. Headhunter for the queen. Even though I don't think it's going to... Okay, it did help a little bit. Let's pop the queen ability. I like popping the queen ability early. The extra damage and the healers and stuff, that just makes sense. I don't know why pros wait so long to use their magic mirror. That just doesn't make sense to me. But I'm not as good as them, so I don't know if I can really say much. Oh, I need to watch my warden. We'll have the royal champion get to the town hall if I need to. Let's rage you. Ah. Okay, we're going to have the warden get the town hall. Hope he slows him down enough. I want to swag a lot. Please. Oh, baby. That's nuts. Look at that. I might have to put him down just to... No, we're good on time too. Swag Royal Champion and what is that? 1, 2, 3, 5 spell space and a couple little cleanup troops. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Woo! We're back. I don't know why I said we're back. We never went anywhere. But anyway, that is the introduction to the Furnace Army. Swagger Royal Champion again. There we go. All right. That'll do it. I'll see you guys next time.